Namaskaram, Om Sushumna. Welcome to our podcast, Vitaraga Vishyam. On today's episode, we are going to discuss Sushumna Garba Sanskar program, which is being offered by Divyababaji Sushumna Kriya Foundation. Amagaru has particularly designed this program in coordination with a senior gynecologist and a disciple of hers, Sri Madhushree Garu. Today on our podcast is our guest, Dr. Madhushree Garu. Namaskaram, Dr. Madhushree Garu. Welcome to the podcast.
Namaste, Shruti. Thank you.
In our previous episode, we have spoken about the importance of Garba Sanskar, how both the parents need preparation right from the very beginning and through the womb process and post-pregnancy. In today's episode, we'd like to discuss the 4 stages of the Garba Sanskar program that we are offering through the foundation. Can you kindly take us through that?
So first, let us understand what this Garba Sanskar is. So Garba Sanskar is also called the Vedic genetic engineering because this is a program which was conceived in our Krishna Yajurveda. This has been mentioned in Krishna Yajurveda, but later on, our Ayurvedic sciences, they have adopted it in their textbooks. Now, this is called genetic engineering because through this program, we bring about a change in the gene expression. So this is also, it can be considered as the applied science of epigenetics. Though epigenetics is a modern happening in our sciences, this knowledge of epigenetics was well known to our Vedic era. Those are the spiritual scientists called the Siddhars. And then they have incorporated this principle so as the next generations, coming generations can be bettered and the planet can become even a better place. Epigenetics is science which helps us understand how our thoughts, that is human thoughts, our emotions, behavior, then our lifestyle, and then the environment also, how they bring about a change in the gene expression without changing the DNA or the gene sequence. That is, the genes which were inherited, they don't change. But the inherited genes, how they express themselves, it changes. That is what epigenetics tries to explain to us. And the beauty of this is the change which has happened in the genetic expression, this is heritable also. That means it can be passed on to the next generation. So this is the portion, the part which our spiritual scientists, the Siddhars, have taken into consideration and they have incorporated into this program of Garba Sanskar. So yeah, since this was in the Vedic era, the practices were a bit different, may not be adoptable by the 21st century youth. So our Guruma, Puja Sri aathmanandamayi Mataji Garu, simplified all those practices and made them practical to be adopted by the youth, the younger generations. And so this is called as Sushumna Garba Sanskar. As I've said already, this is all a science based on our lifestyle changes. And especially this program, it has got 6 main pillars. The whole program it revolves around 6 main pillars. And in this program, we have 4 stages. We have divided the stages based on the brain development of the baby in the womb.
Sure.
So the first stage is called the Amrit Garbha, which is that which has to be practiced by the couple, both the would-be father and mother, before conception.
Sure.
And this Amrit Garbha is the stage where the father has got also an important role, equally important role along with the mother.
Sure.
And the practices are very simple. So the soul of Sushumna Garba Sanskar is regular and disciplined practice of Sushumna Kriya Yoga. They have to be practiced for 49 minutes. Along with it, 7 minutes in the morning and 7 minutes in the evening, we have a Vedic chant, which is none other but the simple Om chant. The Om is the complete chant. It is a primordial sound. It is called the Pranavanada. And all the chants, all other chants, they have emerged from the Om itself. So Om is a complete chant. So in this program, our Guruma incorporated only Om chant. 7 minutes morning, 7 minutes evening. And along with that, it's very important that the couple, they try to reorganize their thoughts more and more into a positive thinking. So they have to develop a positive thought process, for which the Sushumna Kriya Yoga practice, along with introspection, is a very best tool to really adopt into positive thought process. And along with this, yes, the food style is there. This is about the Amrit Garbha, I'm saying. In Amrit Garbha, both the mother and father, it is the same practice. And coming to lifestyle changes, only thing what we tell is they have to keep themselves away from all the junk foods, number 1. Number 2 is the cooked foods have to be taken within 3 hours of preparation. Because after 3 hours, there is a chemical change happening in the foods. So the quality of the food changes, for which it is recommended that all cooked foods are consumed within 3 hours of preparation. And the most important here is the first solid food, the solid food what we're eating, that is in the breakfast. So the first part of the breakfast, you should start with jiva padarth or the prana padarth. So what is jiva padarth? Nothing but uncooked foods. Raw foods are called the prana padarth or jiva padarth. So you can start with either cut fruits, vegetables, raw vegetables, or even sprouts. So you can start the breakfast with it, a small serving of it, and you can continue with your regular breakfast.
When you say raw vegetables, do we have to saute them a little bit or completely raw?
No, raw is raw only. In this pran padarth, later on you can add it as a salad. When you're preparing it as salad, yes, you can do it a little differently. You can either semi-steamed or semi-boiled or something like that you can do. But when I'm speaking about this pran padarth, the first food what you have to eat in the day, that should be pran padarth, which is totally raw food. So either raw vegetables, cut fruits, or sprouts. So small serving of it and follow with your regular breakfast. Now, if someone of you, if you're comfortable to replace your whole breakfast with a pran padarth, it is well and good. But otherwise, first a small portion and then continue. So this is about the 3 important things. But even more important than all this, what we are talking about, the pran padarth and the eating within 3 hours and all, don't go for junk foods. Even more important is, it may be any food, but the quality of the food, now it is your thoughts, it is your emotions which actually impregnate the quality of the food. Even how sattvic the food is, in terms of what we are telling, in terms of its qualities, the food may be sattvic. But if you're eating the sattvic food in a disturbed emotional state, not with a balanced psychological state, then the food does not have the sattvic quality. It will not deliver the sattvic quality. That is what everyone has to understand. So whatever be the food, it is your thought which changes. So you be with sattvic emotions, you be with sattvic thoughts. You have, when you're eating the food and when you're preparing the food is also very important. When you're preparing the food also, you prepare it with sattvic thoughts, with sattvic emotions, with sattvic bhava, and a strong mental state. Then definitely the food will get the sattvic qualities. Otherwise, even a sattvic food can turn into otherwise. So this is very important. So these are the 4 things which we recommend while coming to food and nutrition. Addictions like tobacco, alcohols, now they have to be avoided. Along with junk foods, these have to be avoided. So this is what is the Amrit Garbha. And in Amrit Garbha, again, while practicing Sushumna Kriya Yoga, we have got sankalpa. So our Guruma, aathmanandamayi Mataji Garu, advises us to make a sankalpa. So sankalpa is nothing but giving out a wish or an affirmation. And that has to be voiced out for 3 times. So I advise both the couple to sit together and try to come to a common consensus and frame a few words which are simple, but which definitely they relay the message of what you want. So what type of baby you're wishing for. So make a nice sankalp, both of you together, and both the parents, that is a mother and father, or the would-be father and would-be mother, also both of them, they have to say the same sankalp. There should be no confusion, like mother asks for some qualities and father asks for some qualities, which the qualities may clash with that. Now that becomes it becomes something like, I don't know what to tell. No? So not like that. So both of them, they have to make a common sankalp. And this sankalp, once when they have started in the Amrit Garbha, the same sankalp has to be continued after conception, throughout pregnancy, till the baby is born.
Sure.
This is important. 3 times they have to tell this sankalp. And before making sankalp for ourselves, the most important thing is they have to make a sankalp for the universe or for this planet. So for the good of the universe, make a sankalp for the universe, then make a sankalp for your. Then this sankalp will get even more energy from the universe. This is what about Amrit Garbha.
So this is stage 1.
Yes.
So after stage 1, once the parents get to know that they have conceived, so how do we start to guide them now?
Yeah. See, this whole program is, we have got Zoom sessions. So they can register. Everything is free of cost from divyababaji Sushumna Kriya Yoga Foundation. So they can just register. Registration can be through our website, or we have got other channels also. They can, through those channels also, they can come to us. And once they are registered, we'll keep following them till they give birth to their baby also. So once they have registered in the Amrit Garbha stage, after the Amrit Garbha, once they have conceived, if they drop a message to us that they have conceived, automatically they will be transported to the other stages of the Sushumna Garba Sanskar.